Right. Coming to the next topic, architectural design. So, as part of the syllabus in the architectural design, we have software architecture, architectural styles, and architectural design and architectural patterns. I'll just give you a glance to you, but focus on the actual topics as per the syllabus: architectural, software architecture, and architectural styles. Coming to the software architecture, in this topic, we'll focus on what actually an architecture means, why it is important, the architecture, how you are going to be describing an architecture, and how we are going to taking some decisions with the help of this architecture. Let me talk about first of all what is architecture. As from the Gerald Grocko, is said that the architecture of a system is a comprehensive framework. Comprehensive means is a combination of different things. Comprehensive framework that describes its form and structure. That describes its forms and structure, its components and how they fit together. So an architecture simply we can call as describing its form and structure is called as, and how that form and structure means the components are going to be interconnected to each other is called as architecture. So architecture look like as a comprehensive framework in the sense like it is a combination of all things will integrated in this framework. It look like as a comprehensive framework. What this architecture can describes is its form and structure, how it look likes, how the architecture look likes, how the structure will look likes. And inside that structure, inside that form, inside that architecture, and also it says how these components are going to be fit, where it going to fitting over to that one, right? Best example, if you see a house plan architecture, planning architecture, by seeing that house plan, we can easily find out the components. Means the components are here in the house, the hall, kitchen, bedroom, washrooms, prayer room, all these are the components over there. Easily we can make sure by seeing that form, by seeing that structure, we easily can know where it can fit over that. Coming to the definition of software architecture, definition of software architecture is the software architecture of a program or computing system. It is a program or a computing system to whom is the structure or structures of the system which compromise means which compress software components, external visible properties of those components, and relationship among them. So it compress with some software components, the software architecture. Simply we can say the software architecture of a program or a computing system is how it look like structure or structures of the system. Software architecture look like a structure or structures of the systems, and what will be there inside that structure means is compressed with software components. What each component defines their properties, visible properties of that component, as well as how they are going to be interconnected to each component, one component or another component means relationship among them. So a software architecture is structure or structures of the system which compress with software components, the external visible properties of those components and relationship among that component, said by three authors, Bas, Clements, and Cashman in the year of 2003. As I said to you, this software architecture is not an operational software. Only it gives as a prototype or it is a blueprint type. It is not a working model. So that's why it's not an operational software. So it is a representation that enables a software engineering to analyze, to make some artificial alternatives, and to reduce the risk. Analyze in the sense we can easily by seeing that architecture, by seeing the home planning architecture, we can analyze ourselves how your home will be in after the construction. That will be meet the your requirement or not. Coming to the architectural alternative, it will talks about any changes, any alternative design will go ahead. First design is not interested, we can go for another plan, another design. And also we can reduce the risk associated with the construction. After construction, instead of worrying about the risk, before only the plan, if you are making how the pillars will be there, where all the sort of things, how much the concrete we can use, all sort of precautions if you consider, then definitely there is a more chances to reduce the risk associated with that construction of the software. And the next subheading is why architecture is important. Because three reasons. One is to enable communication and understanding. The first reason is to communicate and understanding between the stakeholders. We can early design decisions we can consider, and we can make a prototype or constitutes a model of software components and their interconnection. These three reasons are required, and because of that it is very important for any software construction, for software development. An architecture is required for communication and better understanding, for early design decisions, and for construction of a model, right? As another subheading of architectural description is, this description will talk about a mental image. Mental image means an assumption, an imagination. For a word of architecture means normal. Architecture means a mental image. Mental image means like X-ray, or we are taking some X-rays, right? That X-ray will talk about how the skeleton of the body will look like, how the patient of internal things will look like. So the same fashion, this architecture will look like as a mental image and imagination. And with the help of that, the stakeholders will be come to a conclusion how the viewpoints will be there, and what are the set of concerns it is going to be satisfying, where we can reduce the things, where we can improve the things, right? So in simply, an architectural description is actually a set of work products that reflect different views of the system. This architectural description will give you a minimum work products which reflects the different views of the system. By seeing that work products, you can make some imagination that how that architecture, how that software will look like. The best example, when you are visiting for any showroom, in that showroom there is some displays out there. That displays will talks about what will be that product, how the product will look like. They have some working displays out there, and for other displays it's not possible, they will be added like skeletons, like when you see in the textiles, they after wearing the dress, how it look like, instead of wearing itself directly, they are wearing for any skeleton, uh, maybe a skeleton tall, or maybe a skeleton body, where it look like how after wearing that. In the same fashion, for any other showrooms, how it look like, they can be displayed with the, different ads, or different some flexes over there. By seeing that different work products, we can make imagine how the view of that actual product will be there. In the same fashion, architectural description is actually a set of work products that reflects different views of the system. If you are closely observe a diagrammatical representation, this architectural description talks about, it express some set of, from the stakeholders is collecting some communication, has an interest, how it will be, and it will added some set of concerns, in the sense the purposes will be added over here, and it will set whether for this system, this is environment will be sets or not. It exhibits the last is an architecture. From this architecture, the output of this architecture will talks about architectural description. So this architectural description as the output from this architecture will expresses how the what actually the architecture talks about that. Okay. And the last subheading in the software architecture is architectural decisions. So these architectural decisions will say you, after seeing that architectural description, we can come to a conclusion. We can make the decision whether you are buying the product, or whether you are rejecting the product, or whether you are changing any your opinion, or whether you want any more enhancement. Some decisions over there. Like to develop each view, whatever the different views are reflected by seeing that work product, each view from the architectural description we are getting, the system architecture consider a variety of alternatives and ultimately decides on the specific architectural features that best meets the concern. Concern means the best meets the customer requirements, right? So this is one small example, architectural decision description template. It consisting of some sections, like in the examination also can focus on the bold letters like design issue, resolution, category, assumption, constraints, alternative, arguments, implication, related decisions, related concerns, work products, any other notes are there. So these are the some of the things the template look like. So just talk about the main sections, only list out, this is the template of how it look like. If you want, you can apply for an example, or just write down the headings names, design issue, resolution, category, and so on up to the notes. Okay. So that's about the software architecture. So in this topic we have talked about what is an architecture and why this architecture is important, what is the purpose of architectural description, and how this description will link to architectural decision.